It's 1 o'clock on the dot. Yes, it's 1 o'clock on the dot, guys. It's beautiful that we're all here. Let's just wait a few seconds for everyone to enter, and then we start. I hope everyone is fine, and I hope everyone has also written the test. So can I just get quick stats? Yes, I just need some information from you guys. I just want to know, by raising your hand, before I take a question, by raising your hand, who has written the test? So I just want to see, out of the participants that we have today here in the class, who has written the test? Right. Out of everyone here, out of the participants, or better yet, if that's a problem, you can tell me also through the chat. You can just say, I have, that would work as well, so that I can know out of the 11 that I see here who has written, so that I can also, because what I do, I match your names to what I see that has been written on the emails that I receive, right? So I would just love to know, out of you guys here, who has actually written, so that I can just know to say, okay, out of the 11 that I see, was it 10 now? Yes, out of the 10 that I see in the class, all 10 have written, or only 11 have written. So you can just write in the chat, I have or you have not. Yeah. But then I would love to greet you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. I hope you guys are having a fantastic afternoon. It's warmer now, so it's good. It's good. So I just want to know, out of everyone in the who is attending right now, who has written and who has not written, I just want to know that. All I want to know now on the chat is whether have you written or not. You can write I have, and then that's fine. So I can see who has. So I've got one person who's written to say that they've written. If you have not written, send me an email saying I've not written, or I didn't get the test, or whatever. The test is on the website of africateamgeeks.co.za. So it's www.africateamgeeks.co.za. I'll type it down quickly. Right? Please keep your videos off. That one is where you get the test. If you find problems there, here is my email address. Send me an email as quick as possible, right? To say that you don't have it or whatsoever, so that we can do something about it. What I want to use the test for is I want to see that how can I put this? I want to see whether you guys are understanding or not. That's all I want. All I want to see is that whether you guys are getting the concepts or not. Are you there where you're supposed to be, or more must be done to get you there where you're supposed to be? That's what I want. Now, that's what is my biggest concern. My biggest concern is that I want to see is that whether, yes, I've seen also someone has put up the link as well, or whether you guys are able to do the work. So that's why I would need now. I'd need you guys to please, triple please, right now, make sure that you alert me if you have not written or written, and as well as right now, can I be told who has written the test or not, so I can count. Let me count. So it's 1, okay, 2, 3. So I've only been told of 3 people have written. I need to know out of, because how many people do we have? 14. I need to know out of the 14 that are here, who has written and who has not written. That's what I'm asking. So you can just write, I wrote, or you have not written. So I can know that out of the 14 people have written. So I've got 4 now, 4 who have confirmed. I need some more, 4 who have confirmed that they've written the test or not written the test. I just need to know that quickly for some stats, so I can actually tell to say, okay, this is working out or not. 5, 6. I need more to tell me. Oh, it's actually still 5. It's still 5. So out of the 16 people who are in the class right now, I need to know who has written or not. Is it still 5? All right, so I've got 6 now. I need to know more. So I have 6. I've got a confirmation of 6 out of 16. I've got a confirmation of 6 out of 16 that has written. Are there any more who want to say that they've written or not written the test? Are there any more who want to state that have they written or not written the test? All right, so I've got 7 people who have said that they've written the test. I've got 7 out of 18. Wow. I've got 8. So I've got I see 8. So it's 8 out of 18. Does that mean that 10 people haven't written? So it's 8 out of, not 8 out of 17. It's 8 out of 17. All right, it's 8 out of 17 who have written. Okay. It's fine. If you have not written, you can check on the website of Africa Teen Geeks for the test, or if you find a problem there, drop me an email, as I've put my email again for the second time. Send me an email telling me that you've not written, and then we can do something about it. We can be able to do something about it. About 5 people, huh? Or plus minus 8 people haven't written. All right. So it was 8. Who said that? 8 that they've written. 8. Right. Here's my email address. Here's my Twitter. Let us go into corrections immediately. Right. I've opened Adobe Reader. I hope we can all see Adobe Reader now. Please, I hope we all see Adobe Reader now. We see that it's written grade 6 up there, super memo. Can I please have a confirmation of whether you guys can see or not? Can I please have a confirmation of whether you guys can see or not in the chat, whether you guys can see or not? I'm going to start from where we ended off last. Good. Perfect. Let me take some questions as well.
Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, and you, sir?
I'm excellent.
Sir, can we quickly go back to the previous slide? I wasn't here to mark it.
Which slide?
The first page, sir.
Oh, All right. Where? This one was just whether it was only this. We're speaking about this majority of the time. So it's just A, and then the answer is 11 for the long division. Are you with me? Do you hear? So it's just triple A, and the answer is 11 for the long division.
Yes,
Hello?
sir, I got it.
All right, awesome. So then we came to this part over here. Yeah, then we came to this part where we say we multiply it by 100, and then you just added 2 zeros behind the answer. So for 40,715, you put 2 zeros behind, you get a new number of 4 million. Yes, it's 4,071,500. And then you've got 478,300 divided by 100 gives you 4,783 because you remove the 2 zeros. Then now we are at this part, the long division. This is now our problem, the long division. Now let's discuss. Who wants to give it a try? Who wants to give it a jab? Who wants to try and give it a try? Who wants to give it a try? Who wants to give it a try? Who wants to give this a try? Oh, I see there's a question here about how do you get the test. So you go online, right? You go online, okay? And going online on the Africa Teen Geeks website, you're going to see assessments there. You're going to see assessment and then grades, starting from grade 1 up to 12. You pick on your grade 6. After you pick on your grade 6, you pick on the subject, maths. After you pick up on maths, you'll see there, the document will show itself, you download it. You click it and you download. Yeah. And then if that gives you a problem, again, I say, you can send me an email. If you've sent me an email and you did not get the reply that you needed, you can just reply to that email. And those who have sent me, please also, those who have sent me the test already, and those who have not, please send me your tests. Those who have sent me your tests, I've responded already. I've responded to all of them saying received or not received. So if I have it, you must have a reply from me saying that received or not received, received or not received, received or not received. That's how I just reply by saying received. It says received with thanks, and then you get it. Then you will see on the email that you say no. I got I got the email, right? So we're looking at long division where we're dividing 62,771 and we're dividing it by 397. Right. So first things first, what happens is, right. First things first, what happens is you, because, or let me ask, who wants to try it? Or should I go ahead? Let me go ahead, right? And then we discuss. First things first, you must know is that one thing important is the order that we follow in long division. First we divide, then multiply, then we subtract, then we bring down. The idea also is that when we look at our divisor tells us what are we dividing into first? That's what is our divisors telling us. Our divisor says S397. I'm looking for something that is 397. And if you don't find that, I can only be divided into a number that I can only be divided into 3 or more numbers. But it must be always more than 397. We look at our first 3 numbers. It is 627, which is more than 397. And then we look, is 627 a multiple of 397? No. Then we check, how many times does 397 go into 627? We say once. Why? Because twice it was going to give us something that is more than 397, because you can tell here that the answer here is what? Going to be 800, and it's going to be 800 and what's this? No, it's going to be 700. And if my maths is correct, if I multiply it by 2, it's going to be 794 using my mind. 794, because if you put the 2 here, 2 times 7 is 14, you put the 14, you carry 1. 2 times 9 is 18 plus 1 is 19, carry 1. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7, so it's going to be 794, which is more than 627. So it's once. 1 times 397 is 397. 627 minus 397 gives you what? 230. I bring down the 7. And I say 397 into 2,307. I try. You try it 1 time. You try it 2 times. You test it out. You're going to find out the closest one you get to 2,307 is 1,985, because you do not want to go over the number. So you know it's going to be 5 times. 5 times 397 is 1,985. You subtract the 2, you get an answer of 322. I bring down the 1. How many times is 397 going to 2,221? Goes 8 times. 8 times 3 and 397 is 3,175. If I'm not incorrect, I think that is 5. Yeah, it's 5. I just went over. I just went what's this? I just went over. It's a 6 actually. So it's 3,176. Let me remove that. This is a 6 over here, a 6. So it's 3,176. I subtract 3,221 minus 3,176, and then I get an answer of 45, which is less than 397. So it's correct. There's nothing else to bring down. So my answer is 158, remainder 45. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Number 1, another thing to consider is that you only subtract multiples of your divisor. You only subtract multiples of your divisor. Any questions? Any queries? Anyone with a problem? Do we understand? This one needs you to always try and negotiate with the numbers and try and see that how would they work out best for you. But any questions, anything, you'll try it out. Times 1, you check, what is it? 397 times 1, 397 times 2, 397 times 3, 397 times 4. And you can use that in the long division process, because then you know that what multiples are you searching for to subtract from the number that you've just created by bringing down a number and adding it to it. I'm not adding it or putting it next to it. Are there any questions? Do we understand though? Are we understanding the process? Because as I said, most of your marks will come from the process. Most of your marks come from process. I normally like adding marks in process because it's important to understand the process in something before you go anywhere else. So are there any, are we understanding? Can I please get a notification through the chat if we are understanding? So I can also move on to the next question. Are we understanding? Are we all understanding? That is the question that I'm asking. Are we all understanding? Are we all understanding? Right. I see I've got an answer here. That yes, I see. No, yes, we're balancing this thing out. It's important that we all understand. That we all understand. And long division is divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Now, when we use the column method to work out multiplication, we need to consider a very important person who comes from the city of Cape Town. Or let's change it. A very important person who comes from the city of Port Elizabeth, named place value. We need to consider place value. It's important that we always consider place value and understand the impact of place value, the impact of always considering it. Now, here in this instance, why do we consider place value? It's important that there must be a difference when you're multiplying the number. Let me say the multiplicate by a unit, the multiplicate by a 10, and the multiplicate by 100. There must be a difference because you are not just multiplying by random numbers. You are multiplying one, it's not in the tens place, so you can just multiply. But other one is in the tens place, so you need to put a placeholder. The other one is in the hundreds place, so you need to put a placeholder. You are not just multiplying random numbers. No. That is not what is happening. You are not multiplying just ordinary numbers. For example, 243 multiplied by 264. I start here. 4 times 3 is 12, so I put the 2, carry 1. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 1 is 17, carry 1. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. I'm done here. There's no placeholder needed because this side was meant for units. Now I go to the next slide. This now is the 10. So I have to put a 0 as a placeholder. Why? Because I'm not just multiplying by an ordinary 6. I'm multiplying with a 60. I am saying, what is that number, 243, multiplied by 60? Hence, I need to put a placeholder. I need to place it there to show that I am actually multiplying by a 60, not just an ordinary 6. So I place my placeholder there, the 0 there, and then I multiply by 6. And I say 6 times, digit for digit, 6 times 3 is 18, so I put the 8, carry 1. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25, so I put the 5, carry the 2. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14. I'm done. I go to the next one. And so I'm not multiplying just by an ordinary 2, I'm multiplying by 100. So I'm not multiplying 243 by 2, I'm multiplying 243 by 200. So I need to put 2 zeros as a placeholder. Then I multiply with the 2 as an ordinary digit. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 2 is 4. Then I add everything together. 2 plus 0 is 2. 7 plus 8 is 15, carry 1. This would be 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 6 is what? It's 11. No. This would be 21. So this would be what? Oh, my nose. This would be 21. 9. So it's 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 6 is 21. Put the 1, carry 2. 2 plus 8 plus 4 is 14, right? So I put the 4, carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 4 is 6. So the final answer is 64,152. Are there any questions? Do we have any questions? Are we understanding? Do you have any questions? Are we understanding? Oh, I must hurry up a bit. Are we understanding? Do we have any questions from anyone? Do we have any questions? Let's use the chat. Do we have any questions? Or are we fine? Okay, most of you are saying that you do understand. So I'm multiplying 4,715 times 69. So I start here again. Same process, place value, place value, place value, place value, place value, place value, place value. This man from Port Elizabeth named place. Remember, he's always changing places. Or we can say this woman from Port Elizabeth or this person. Always we must consider it. Always, always, always. So the first one is just the unit. 4,715 multiplied by 69. The 9 is just the unit, so I'm just going to multiply it randomly. 9 times 5 is 45, so I put the 5, carry 4. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 4 is 13, so I put the 3, carry 1. 9 times 7 is 63, plus 1 is 64, so I put the 4, I carry 6. 9 times 4 is 36. So I put the 4, I put the 6. 9 times 4 is 36. Plus 6 is 42. Go to the next line. Here I'm multiplying with what? A 60. Not just an ordinary 6, a 60. So I put 0 as a placeholder. And I say 6 times 5 is 30. So I put 0, carry 3. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. 6 times 7 is 42. So I put the 2, carry 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Plus 4 is 28. So I put the 2 and the 8. Then I add everything together. 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 0 is 3. 4 plus 9 is 13. So it's 3, carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 5. 4 plus 8 is 12. So I put the 2, carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. And I'm done. So my final answer is 3,025. 325,335. 325,335. Same thing here. 14,032 minus 999. Place value. But now remember here, you also consider the fact that we come from a number system called base 10. Base 10 means that for us, in order to change into the next level of a number, we must count 10. Always it's like that. So when you move from 10 to 20, you must count first 10, then you move on to the next one. Count first 10, then you move on to the next one. It even works like that in random to say, for you to go to 1,000, you have to count 10 hundreds. For you to go to 1,000,000, you need to count 10 100,000s. That's where the concept of base 10 comes from. Right. So here we come and say 14,032 minus 999. We start 999. We can't subtract 2 from 9 from 2. So we come here, we borrow 10. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 12. 12 minus 9 is 3. Then we'll come here. This would become 2, right? We can't do that. And we can't borrow from next door. So we'll borrow here. This becomes 3. Then here, I find that I'll have a 10. I borrow from here, it becomes a 9. Then here, I'd have a 13. What? Oh, yeah. Because here there'll be a 12, right? So I'd have a 12 because we had to borrow for this side, correct? So here there would be a 12. So 12 minus 9 is 3. Then here, 9 minus 9 is 0. Then here, the 4 minus nothing is 3. And 1 minus nothing is 1. Then our answer would be 13,033. Any questions? Are we understanding? Are we marking? Are we making corrections? Are we understanding the point of the process? The process of borrowing pen. Are we understanding that part? It's very important. Are we understanding? That's one crucial thing. Do we understand? Do we get it? Do we get what's going on? Are we able to see the picture? Because that's what's important for me. Remember that this is going to make sure that we have a stable foundation. Then we move along and start asking other more important questions. But now, what we're trying to recognize is that, do we have a stable foundation? Is the foundation that we're on right now stable enough for us to build a house? Because as we're learning, we're building. Right, let me move on. Let me move on. All right, to the next question. So now it's 2D and 3D shapes. So here it was just a method of counting. Counting sides, counting faces, counting edges. Let's see. Faces, how many faces? 1, 2 at the bottom. 3, 4, 5, 6. Edges. Edge is identified where two faces meet. Where two faces meet is called an edge. So let's count our edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Let's count. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Then at the back, 5. Then let's count it up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Then it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Then it's 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't count the same edge twice. Don't count the same edge twice. I have a question.
Sir.
Hello? Yes?
I'm on the website of African Think Geeks. There was no page that was like that. There was no table that was like
Did you
that.
go to STEM Digital School?
Yes.
And then it didn't show any assessment at all?
It showed the papers that I have now, but then it didn't show that.
Show what?
That page that you're on right now.
It didn't show you this.
No.
It showed
I
you
didn't
what?
see it.
It didn't, or it didn't have the pictures.
No. It didn't, like, it wasn't there. This page wasn't there.
It was the grade 6 paper.
Yes.
Show.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's very strange. That's very strange. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. All right, it's fine. Maybe there was a mix-up, but it's fine. If the other parts were there, it's okay. I'll see when I mark. You send me your test, isn't it?
No, sir, I didn't send it.
Please send it.
Yes, sir, I'm gonna send it.
All right, thank you, my darling. Ne? Thank you so much also for letting me. Ne?
Thank
I'll
you.
take it from my side as well.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're a superstar. Thank you so much for letting me know. Right, so 12 edges. All right, I've got another question. Hello? Hello?
Afternoon, sir. When you went to the web,
Afternoon. How
hello,
are you? How are you?
fine and you, sir. Fine and you.
I am fantastic.
Sir, I wanted to tell you that when you went to the website, the tests did not show art.
All right. If the test did not pop up or show, you can just drop me an email. Right, nah? Just tell me,
Yes, sir.
get the test. I'll send you my copy.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No, it's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Thank you so much also for letting me know.
Bye.
All right, goodbye. Hello?
So
Sorry?
can you write on the test?
Yes, you can. That would be
But
super.
but so when I go to it, it doesn't allow me to.
All right, then you can write on a paper and then take pictures and then send me the pictures. Or
Okay,
you can
sir.
scan and send me the pictures.
Okay, sir.
It's
Thank
fine.
you.
All right, you're a superstar. Thanks, ne?
You're welcome, sir.
All right, awesome. Awesome. Right. So let's finish up, guys, because time. I don't want to do this next week. Next week we must be focusing on patterns. Right. So same thing with the cylinder, you count 1, 2 faces. The cylinder does not have edges. Pentagonal prism, you count the faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many edges? You count them, 15 edges. The way you're going to get the edges is that you do not recount the same edges again. You do not recount the same edges again, right? That's how best you work it out to get 15. That's how best you work it out to get 15 edges. You say, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can't count those. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 8, 9, 10, right? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 edges. Triangle 2D doesn't have faces, but has 3 sides. Cone only has 1 face, no edges. Because an edge is guaranteed by what? What is an edge guaranteed by? When what's this? When 2 faces meet, that's an edge, right? Now answer the following. What shape do we have here? We have an octagonal prism. How do you know it's an octagonal prism? The top and the bottom shape are octagons, and they have sides. It's like they have an edge at the top, not an apex, right? How many faces does it have? So you count the top, 1, 2. Then you count all around, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many edges? You count out the 24 edges. You don't recount edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you count in between. That's all. So that's 16. Eh? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 edges. How many vertices? How many corners? Would have to be 16. Like that. What 2D shape is this? Right? Look at this 2D shape. What do we call it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only 2D shapes with 6 sides is called a hexagon. And the lines of symmetry are always equal to the sides of the shape. The lines of symmetry are always equal to the sides of the shape. So it's got 6 lines of symmetry and it is a regular shape. Do we understand thus far? I might be only able to do one fractional question and then we'll finish the rest on Monday. But do we understand thus far? Do we understand the shapes part? The shapes part was more theory orientated, but do we understand it? Are there any questions about the shapes part? The lines of symmetry. Remember, a line of symmetry, it's when you put that line, you see that the two sides that are opposite to each other will be mirror images. So they look the same. They will be the same. Mirror images. Mirror images. So whenever you see a mirror, you must think about a line of symmetry to say that, like when you look in the mirror, you see yourself. That's how you say a line of symmetry. Like a line of symmetry must act like the mirror of a shape, of between two sides of a shape. The shape, it must see itself, one half of itself on the other side. Are we fine? Is anyone lost? Are there any questions? Is anyone lost or are there any questions? Right. The lines are not really important. As long as you wrote that there are 6 lines of symmetry, it's fine. The lines in here is meant for you guys to see when I do the corrections, right? Let me just do this part and then we're done. So look, here, it has the same denominator. So what I did was, to make my life easier, was I said, look, same denominator, let me just change these into improper fractions, add them together as they're on the basis of the same denominator, get my final answer, I'm done. I could have just said 2 plus 2 is 4, and then 4 plus 3 is 7 over 8. Or convert them. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 4 is 20. Keep the denominator the same, 20 over 8. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 3 is 19 over 8. Then I add the 2. Plus 20 plus 19, 39. It's equal to 39. That would be over 8. How many times does 8 go into 39? 4 times. Why? Because 4 times 8 is 32. To get to 39, how much must I add? 7. So I've got 4, 7 over 8. And the marks were more in the process. Are we happy? Last 2 minutes now. Are there any questions? We could not go through everything. That means we're just left with a few more questions, then we're done. So we'll touch on this. Monday, for Monday, here is your work if you've already written. On Monday, we're going to be doing geometric patterns. As doing geometric patterns, your homework is, I want you guys to look at the rules of geometric patterns. How does a pattern and a rule work together? When I say that this particular pattern had rules, what do I mean? That's what you're going to be looking at. So I'm repeating myself again. You're going to be researching, you're going to be going on Google, you're going to be asking around, you're going to be watching YouTube videos on how does geometric patterns and rules of the patterns work together. What is the rule of a geometric pattern? Why does a pattern have rules? What's the point of having a rule on a pattern? What is the rule of a pattern? That's your homework. So we're looking at geometric patterns and rules. You can even Google geometric patterns and rules and read so that we have a discussion on Monday. Please, it's important on Monday. Write down these things for our discussion because we're going to talk a lot. We're going to talk a lot. So please, I do not want a silent class. I'm not giving you much because there might be people who haven't written. So I'm also giving you a chance to get, look, yes, easy homework. So there's also a chance to write. Guys, if you have any problem, email me. Any problem at all, email me. Here is my email address. If you have any problem, send me an email. Right? Send me an email. If you have any problem, send me an email as of yesterday. Any problem, send me an email. If it's an issue also that is very, very hard, like I want like, oh, wait. I'm not sending it to everyone. I only sent it to one person. If you have also, like, it's really bad and you urgently need my help, I told you guys, send me a direct message on Twitter. There I'm forever on Twitter. Ever on Twitter. I just before this class, I was on Twitter as we speak. Send me a direct message on Twitter. Whoever has Twitter in the house can send me a direct message and tell me what's the problem. I will have a solution. I love you guys. You're an amazing bunch. Stay focused. Stay awesome. One day you guys will be the ones controlling the future of the world. And I cannot say that, or I can forever commend that you guys are going to be the people who are going to look to creating a wonderful world or making it even better than what it is. I'll just take a question because I think maybe it's important. Hello? All right, there's no question. Guys, thank
Sir?
you so much. Yes, hello. Be quick.
Sir, thank you for the lesson. Bye.
All right, goodbye. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So we missed the previous classes on the week. So sir,
Going to be on
can you
YouTube.
please explain the actually can you please revise on the concepts that we touched on during the week?
All right, I'll see something, but it was all the videos on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
100%. Thank you so much. Last one, then I disappear. Then I'm disappear.
Sir, I wanted to say thank you for the lesson. You're such a great teacher.
Thank you. Love you too. Love you all. Love you. Love everyone. Goodbye.
Bye,
Everyone.
sir.
And do my homework. Make sure you do the homework. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.